Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Barton from A to Z Business Consultants. Thanks for joining me today. So today's video is going to be talking about a couple of really good tips to build out your LinkedIn profile and make it more credible. So first and foremost, before we do any work on marketing or sales of our product or our service or ourselves, we really want to make sure that the profile that people we're inviting to come in to our business, the profile that they land on is going to be something that will impress them. So it's very similar to dressing to impress someone at an interview or when you're doing a presentation. You want to make sure that your profile is dressed to impress when people visit it. So I've spent decades working with LinkedIn, and over that time it's changed a great deal, and the philosophies behind how we use it has changed, and the reasons we use it has changed, the functionality and definitely the interface has changed, but there's always been some core principles that have worked very well for me and my teams of people that have worked with me and around me in terms of colleagues and other stakeholders in my organisation, and in terms of job seekers. So having spent decades again in human resources and recruitment, I can tell you that a lot of feedback I've received over the years has been squirreled away in my memory banks, and I'll be pulling that out as we go through today's presentation to use as a foundation for a lot of the tips that I'm going through with you. So with all of that being said, let's dive straight in. So basically, your LinkedIn profile is it could be different things to different people. So if you're looking to use your LinkedIn profile to really take that next step in your career and sort of drive your engagement and visibility in terms of when recruiters search for you, then these tips are very important for you. But in exactly the same way, if you're using your LinkedIn profile to prospect and build business, these tips are really important for you as well. The key is to become visible. So LinkedIn is a platform just like any other, and the only difference that it really has between something like a Facebook or an Instagram in terms of social media is that it is focused primarily on professional members. So your people that are sort of using LinkedIn and visiting LinkedIn and conversing on LinkedIn have a mindset of work or something work related or study related. It's a professional space. Whereas you might find on an Instagram or a Facebook or a Twitter or a YouTube that these platforms lend themselves to our personal lives as well as our professional lives. So they're sort of wearing two hats. So in the LinkedIn space, you really want to be painting a picture of yourself in a professional light. So keep that in mind as we go through all of these tips. So tip one is work out what you want out of your LinkedIn profile. What is your purpose? What's your objective? What are you using it for? So I've just talked about some different ways or some different reasons that you might be interested in using LinkedIn or really focusing on it. Find out what is it for you, what are you using it for, and keep that at the front of your mind as you build out your profile. Because anyone in communications or marketing will tell you, you really need to understand what your message is and who your audience are before you start developing your communications. So before we start sending messages out via LinkedIn, sending status updates or pushing out content, we really need to think about who we want to push it to and where they are. So, you know, who are these people that we're interested in reading about us? And that will form the way that we write about ourselves. It will also form a backdrop of the language that we use and the kind of keywords that we use. So the first work project, I suppose, you'll need to spend some time on when you're improving your LinkedIn profile is to identify some keywords. So there's lots of different ideas about how many keywords that you need to identify. My suggestion is between 3 and 5. Have these keywords and have them written down before you make any changes on your profile. These 5 words will form the basis for all of the content that you write through your profile. The 5 keywords or the 3 keywords that you choose are really going to be related to what it is you want to be found for, who it is you want to be seen by, and what is your whole objective. So the things that I've talked about so far. I'll give you an example. So if I am a job seeker and I am a credit manager and I'm wanting to be found for a credit position, I'm currently a credit officer and I want to be found for a credit manager role. So my keywords might be something like credit, credit management, credit team leader. Now your keywords can be phrases or they can be just one word. It's basically 5 grabs of information. Now we're going to use those to populate your headline, populate your summary, make sure they feature in all of these things, populate your work experience, make sure they feature through your work experience, and potentially populate your interests, populate the types of people and groups that you follow, and it's really going to drive out to the market and to the platform that this is what you're to be known for. Now, what this will do on the other side, if you're a job seeker and looking to be promoted, when people are searching for you or searching for people with those types of skills, that will be, you will be one of the people that are found, and your ranking in terms of your search result will be quite high on the list because you've got so many mentions of the same keywords over and over again in your profile. The algorithm that LinkedIn use for the search function will bring back a result that has you very close to the top of that list because you've used the keywords really well. So that's a very good tip. So I would focus on, if you do anything with your profile and you spend any time on it, it's the keywords, but in relation to your purpose and your goals, and in relation to your audience, and in relation to who you want to be getting your message out to. And the other tip that I would say is make sure that you have a photo and that you have a headline that has these keywords in it, not just the same headline as your current position, because that's a wasted opportunity. And I've got another video on that. You can see that on the YouTube channel. And there's lots of other functions within the LinkedIn profile that LinkedIn are constantly bringing out new interface and new features. So just try and take the time to populate as much as possible of your profile and make sure that when people land on it, that you've attracted them to it for a reason. When people land on that profile, that they have enough confidence in you as a business professional based on what you've written and the time you've taken to populate it, to click through to your contact details and to reach out to you, either to connect with you or to send you a message about a potential career opportunity that they have, or about a potential business venture that they might have that they would like you to work with them on. Or if you're using it for sales, it might be a new customer. It can be many new customers. And the beauty about LinkedIn is that on a basic level, your profile is free. It is free advertising for you, and it is free advertising for your business. So it's definitely one of the strings that I would suggest you have in your bow for your sales and marketing strategy and tactical plan. So thank you very much for listening today. That's what I've got a few little tips there that might help you with building your LinkedIn profile. My name's Rachel Barton, and I am the managing and management consultant at A to Z Business Consultants. Thanks very much for your time. I'll see you next time.